I started playing futsal. I was 5 years old. That's how everyone does in Brazil. Playing futsal at my school. Where after school, I was playing at where I used to live in a block of buildings, and there was a community futsal court in the block of buildings. So basically, is play futsal at school, and then after school, I always play futsal the whole day until the sun sets. I was 19 at that time. I had lived in Spain when I was 16. I lived in Spain for 5 months playing soccer at that time, and I really loved living overseas. When I was 19, it was my last year of under 20s. I had a friend living in Melbourne at that time, and I just came to study English for 6 months, but I ended up staying here since that day. I think everything adds up. It's hard to compare the achievements. Everything in my career, it's been about growing the game in Australia. So I'd say that from when I arrived in Australia 11 years ago, not many people knew about futsal till now. I think that's been one of the biggest achievements. The second thing would be playing the UEFA Cup, which is we got through to the elite round. We won the preliminary round, and then we got through to the main round of the UEFA Cup. So we just missed out of the elite round. Yeah, Falcao, it was my childhood idol. So growing up, I would watch him, and he's the person that some people say that he's even bigger than futsal because he made futsal big. Before him, there was a player called Manuel Tobias, another Brazilian player. He was also won many times the best player in the world, but Falcao is the player that made futsal big in the media. He's the player that grew futsal, basically. After him, there was Ricardinho, and now it's Ferrão, another Brazilian player. I'm still doing both. So for the next decade, I'm going to be both playing and coaching. I'm not going to stop playing for at least 10 years still. I see myself playing until my early 40s, no problem. But the thing about coaching that I like is, and I realized that long time ago, the more you learn about the strategies of the game, it will help you playing. So as I improve my coaching, I see me improving my playing as well because I understand the game better.
The International Olympic Committee has the honor to announce that the games of the 35th Olympiad are awarded to Brisbane, Australia. Yes!
Australia could choose potentially cricket and netball, but they're sports that they're not covered everywhere in the world. So futsal is one of the most played sports in Australia. That's one point. The second point is one of the most played sports in the world. So in the list of waiting to get into the Olympics, I think futsal should get priority. And I have no doubt that we could push for that in 2032. 11 years ago, never imagined they would bring Falcao here. But then we managed to, 5 years ago, bring Falcao to Australia in 2016 and have an event, Falcao against Douglas Costa. And that was one of the biggest futsal events in Australia. So for example, futsal is more exciting. And full stop, it's more exciting. You watch a futsal match and a soccer match, you're gonna get much more enjoyment watching futsal. Because it's quicker, because there's more goals, because there's more highlights, there's more shots, there's more saves from the goalkeepers. So that's one point. The other point is futsal is not a straight game that people used to think that freestyle, that you just go there and skillful players can play. Now, there's a lot of tactics and strategies behind the game. And it's as I said before, it's a chess game. If I use one strategy to attack, the other team has to use one to defend. As they change, we change our strategy to attack. First, we need to do what needs to be done. For example, starting a pro state league, a pro national league of futsal under the governing body of football, which is Football Australia. Football Australia doesn't currently have a national league in the country. And that would be really important for us to have a men and women. So then after we could actually apply to have a futsal in the Olympic Games.